ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः Namaste, my dear friends. Dev Raha Baba's divine teachings. I continue with his divine messages and advice to the devotees. Here is the teachings of Devraha Baba. Taking natural food and wearing clean clothes contributes to the purity of mind. Thus, if a person having small income starts to eat meat, fish, and other likely poor food, wearing expensive clothes, then he will have to seek more means to support his existence and existence of his family. Eventually, it will become difficult for him to maintain purity of mind. Perhaps he will have to turn into an unbeliever. Likewise, if a person receiving extensive remuneration starts eating unworthy food, he will have to take an unrighteous path. It is said that at the battlefield of Kamdhenu, magic cow, fulfilling wishes, an ear was cut off, and where blood fell into the ground, there tobacco plants sprout and then grew all over. True Gyani knows that he is not the body, so there is no need to be proud of it. If a person who prays, commits bad deeds, and thinks that all of his sins will be purified, then he is deeply mistaken. It is said that this sin becomes a striking arrow of Indra, king of the sky, and even Yama, king of the underworld beyond the grave, fails to wash off such sin. Sin is the destruction of everything that helps to entrust yourself to God and receive His protection. Desires are the root of all sorrows. Cut it down, but you can cut it down only with the axe of knowledge. If food is not clean, blessed, and simple, then ego becomes the stand and generates vicious thoughts. My dear friends, there is a great importance of pure food. If the food procured from unfair means, purchased with the money earned by unfair and unholy means, that food will produce, induce negative feelings, negative thoughts, and will hamper our spiritual progress. So, we must be very, very careful while eating food. If it is possible, always eat the food prepared by your wife or yourself. Eating food in the restaurants and all is never pure because the people preparing the food may be having different types of thoughts, negative thoughts. They may be sinners and all. So we have to be very careful when we eat food. What type of food, what type of people who are serving you. You should be very careful. It is a very, very important point. If food is not clean, blessed and simple, then ego becomes stained and generates vicious thoughts. A healthy self exists only in the healthy body, and only he has a healthy body who has put his senses under control. The union of self, word, and action is always maintained by food. The majority of illness is generated by self. If it is sick, then body it is as well. Therefore, do not let it get sick. Do not allow for degradation of mind. Self is the supreme sense of perception. It is the form of God. It is filled with infinite power and force. Merely protect it from depression and be in joy. Whether self is out of spirits or in joy, conditions, endurance, and purity of mind. Delusion is the root of all illness, and doubt often comes upon their invitation. Self control also contributes to maintaining good health. Wealthy is the one who possesses spiritual knowledge. If instead of ailing someone you will put a ring on a right leg finger, a sense of quiescence will come. If when dying of rheumatism, bile, hepatitis, or phlegm, pneumonia, my bhakta loses his spirituality and forgets about me, then I forget him not and bring him to Parampada, supreme state moksha. Parampada, supreme state moksha. Earthly benefits are distributed among men according to their deeds in the past life. In turn, they are directly based upon actions, karma. Thus, earthly happiness depends upon actions. My son, like forge, bellows, fan fire with each breath, fan fire of bhakti, devotion, love of God, all sins will be burned in it. Until mind is connected to self, the soul cannot purify. Try to keep mind connected to the soul. Saranagati, devotion, means being satisfied with own income in full faith and trust, accepting them as His grace, faith plus trust plus satisfaction, that is God's grace. Considering every action as service to God and consequences of these actions as prasad, being equally truthful and decent with everyone, getting rid of anger and greed is service to God. Every action plus consequences of actions as prasad plus equal treatment for each and everyone plus liberation from anger and greed equals service to God. My son, I am omniscient. There is nothing that could conceal from me. When the sick drinks water, blesses with my name, he will be healed. A person gets benefit from yoga in accordance to his abilities. As the light of sun rays, he absorbs different knowledge corresponding to his abilities. Friends, if you the happy person helps to get rid of envy, sympathy for the unfortunate help to get rid of desire to treat others badly, meeting with a well-mannered person and efforts to be like him help to get rid of jealousy, ignoring sinners helps to get rid of anger, aversion, etc. This is the life code of a spiritual disciple, that is a sadhaka. You should take meals seated quickly, finding a place to stay in private and removing it from sight of the others. You should eat in silence. You should eat food faced to the east while drink faced to the west. Seated in front of your meal, you should bow hands fold. Energy of God rules the world. He endows his bhaktas with his grace in accordance to their actions. However, the energy of a spiritual teacher us a boundless ocean of sympathy and grace. When a sadhak, yogi, muni tires of constant penetration into the essence of divine, of studying the scriptures like Ramayana, and his mind fails to think, Paramatma endows him with such powerful mind and gift of prophecy that having grasped its Paramatma nature, he finds wealth and all of these difficult tasks will be completed easily. As the daylight prevents from seeing the stars, so beyond the dazzling light of avidya, maya, ignorance, lack of knowledge, power of illusion in Brahma, it is not possible to see God. The dual nature of joy and sorrow emerging as a result of desires and hostility is interpreted by the majority of people as ignorance. But he who is fond of meditation receives the highest grace of Paramatma, which destroys the root of ignorance in his heats with the light of knowledge. Such bhakta can see the nature of Paramatma and he is filled with it. That's why bhakti is the way, following which, with the grace of God, it is possible to conceive His mysterious nature. With mere knowledge of Veda, Purana, and other scriptures, or merely studying these texts is not only difficult but also impossible to conceive the nature of Paramatma. It is important to remember that God is the ocean of mercy. He cannot bear the suffering of his bhaktas. You are not taking off the veil, God reveals himself. These self and mind are the riches of God. Don't consider them to be yours. Give them out under his protection. Take. Me self is yours. My mind belongs to you. All of the intrigue is in self, is not it? It will not remain yours and will not disturb you. With the grace of God, it will come to the state of rest and then He will open up to you. Going deep into meditation, try to receive the grace of all loving God. Undoubtedly, you will receive His grace. And when you will receive it, God will come into your consciousness. Do not give way to despair. Concentrate upon the prayer. He brings closer those who follow this road. Do not worry over changes that occur in the world. Taken prisoners of earthly joys and sorrows, we turn away from God while He never turns His back on us. Everything happens because it is the will of God and will continue to happen, notwithstanding your desire. There is no one who could delay the world. That's why it is necessary to completely turn away from the world, samsara, material world, the universe, perishable world, the worlds of continuous reincarnation, and address God as often as possible. If you remain under the influence of the world samsara, then you will have to laugh and cry. Try to come under the fascination of illusion as little as possible. This is wisdom. It is wonderful when the spiritual teacher guides the activity. The object of meditation can be God, Guru, some definite object, and also the one who meditates. Meditation is one for the forms for concentration of soul and intellectual modification. In meditation of God, it is important to have concentration both on His name and His form. Concentration upon the name of God leads to concentration upon His form. Communication with bhaktas and grace of the spiritual teacher is very important in order to develop the capacity of concentration upon God. Without these two things, it is impossible to reach bliss. If during meditation on image of God, you will perceive several images, you should see them as Ishta, object of desire, selected ideal, a special form of God or a spiritual teacher. Meditation on God should be considered the supreme means of worship of him, but upon one condition devotion should be kept only towards one of the images, while the rest should be considered to be merely variations of it. In meditation, thoughts and feelings are everything. Feeling is the primary image of thought. When once you experience joy in meditation, then sattva guna will start to develop, one of the three guna symbolizing something light and bright, like for example, kindness and sanctity. Development of sattva guna leads to concentration, whereas concentration is love and God Himself. When sattva guna is developed, start to perceive all of our earthly duties as happiness, and fulfilling the most laborious task brings joy. The birth of sattva guna is the revelation of God. When a strong bond to the object of meditation is developed, there are no rules left. Bhava Samadhi also originates from concentration upon the object of meditation. In this process, self, speech, breath, and body comes at rest. Jnana, karma, bhakti, religious ceremonies, and divine service, all sorts of worship of God, facilitate spiritual development. Whereas meditation upon God is the best method of all and the best spiritual practice. Regular study of Veda is also one of the types of meditation, as they also provide knowledge about the true nature of the object of meditation and help developing attachment to his qualities. During Kali Yuga, Kirtani have a great importance, celebrating the name and glory of God. During Kirtana, chanting the power of sound is perfect. Imagination weakens also. If bhaktas fails to find time to study Veda, rituals and other spiritual activity, and also lacks intelligence because of ignorance, he will find the remedy in glorifying the names of God. It is very important to go deeply into this practice. Sadhak starts to rhythmically glorify the names of God, thereby developing animadika, the supernatural ability to reduce body weight, one of eight siddhi supernatural abilities. He who has no self-confidence has no confidence in God. When glorifying the names of God or a spiritual teacher, bhakta and the name of God merge together. Kirtana is the flame of world. With the help of Kirtana, the body becomes Brahma, one possessing knowledge, bliss, and the absolute, and achieves such fortune that even God is indebted to him. Whatever states are mind, speech, and body of a Dvija, living being, mind always remember God, speech should be continuously directed to glorify His names, and body should be guided to perform the divine service. This is worship of God. All universal knowledge is contained in Gayatri, a type of verse for Veda writing, the most sacred Hindu mantra. At the same time, Gayatri itself is part of all knowledge, magnitude, and purity of world. It is good to know Maja, but it is dangerous to challenge it as it is very powerful. Tearing away the veil of Maja, it is possible to find the ability to see God. Maja is only afraid of devotion to God. When mind is diverted from everything and concentrated only upon God, then comes the sense of sadhana, spiritual practice, perform rituals, etc. And in this and following incarnations, all of desires are purified. Man, rituals that were performed in the past incarnation ensure a meeting with good spiritual teacher in this life. Otherwise, it is very hard to receive a good spiritual teacher. It is hard to achieve renunciation of sensual pleasures, direct experience of the soul, and Sahaja Avastha, supreme state that has become natural and constant without the grace of a spiritual teacher. A word or name liberating from ignorance is called mantra. Thus, under the influence of mantra and accelerated by it, a human life becomes what it should be like. There are three important kinds of faith: faith in oneself, self confidence, faith in God, and faith in the grace of God. God is creator, not me, and all belongs to him, not me. As this will penetrate your consciousness, self will retreat. The most sacred place for pilgrimage is your own soul. It does not accept gifts from anyone while is content with what it gets conditioned by achievements in past incarnations. So, dear friends, I end this video here. Thank you for listening this talk on the teachings of Brahmrishi Devraha Baba. I will continue the teachings in the next videos. So please like, share and comment on the video and subscribe my channel. Thank you, my dear friends. Thank you for your cooperation. Thank you so much.